My name is Melissa Rivera, and I'm the Senior Product Manager here at BricsCAD. Now, don't mention something very interesting, and that is that 80% of our users do the drafting. What we also discover is that a lot of these users work in areas where BIM mandates either exist or are becoming into effect. Now, a lot of people would tell you that the only way to do this is with Revit. That is false. What I'm also here to tell you is that the best way to engage with BIM project is via IFC. And this is where BricsCAD BIM excels. BricsCAD BIM is the easiest path for CAD users to deliver and exchange IFC models. For this V25 release, three key workflows were the main drivers for us. First one is the data exchange. This allows teams to open, edit, and then share the data they need to participate in BIM projects without increasing complexity. Secondly, BricsCAD BIM is of course uniquely suited for design changes. It delivers an easy-to-use 3D modeling experience for anyone needing to edit 3D digital assets before generating 2D documentation. And finally, we're also uniquely positioned to work together with our colleagues from Leica at Hexagon to innovate in the reality capture area, reducing complex and time-consuming scan-to-BIM tasks into a simple and fast workflow. Now, let's see how V25 can optimize these processes for our users. Let's start with our first workflow, data exchange. BIM projects involve many stakeholders and different software products, including file formats. Our goal is to continue making the collaboration as easy as possible when exchanging and reading shared data, as well as creating information. In V25, we enable the support for building smart IDS files. This will help provide the right data throughout the different phases of the project. We also enhance georeferencing of 3D models, which ensures confidence for data exchange, either during import or export. I will hand it over to my colleague Karen, who will demonstrate how this works in the products.
At BricsCAD, we understand that BIM is about providing real value to real projects. And this is exactly why BricsCAD BIM is the first BIM authoring solution to implement information delivery specifications. BricsCAD BIM has always provided you with incredibly easy access to IFC property sets. All the power of BIM is found in the same properties panel that CAD users are already familiar with. The Information Delivery Specification, or IDS for short, is a new standard developed by Building Smart and gives BIM leads a way to communicate to you what level of information is required at each stage of a project. With the new BIM Properties command, simply import the IDS provided by your project's BIM lead, and you're well on your way to contributing real value to your next BIM deliverable. The BIM Properties dialog gives you a view into the classification properties being imported, as well as the ability to remove the IDS or add additional specifications as your project develops. Once imported, the IDS controls what P-sets are available for edit in your properties panel. And are you unfamiliar with IFC, or have you never delivered a BIM project before? The BIM Properties feature adopts the Building Smart standard for information delivery specifications. This means that you can always find the definition of a particular property using the Building Smart data dictionary. With an IDS right in your properties panel, you can be confident that you're delivering the right information at the correct stage of your project.
Thanks, Cameron. Now he showed us how BricsCAD BIM simplifies BIM projects for CAD users by how we implemented the IDS, which is providing a clear standard for what information is needed at each project stage. Also the easy access to IFC properties, making it easy to manage and edit BIM data. In essence, BricsCAD BIM helps users deliver accurate and valuable DWG or IFC deliverables. Now, he will show us how BricsCAD BIM V25 improves spatial coordination for CAD users, opening and sharing IFC models.
BIM means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. We all know that. But one thing that is consistently clear is that BIM is intended for 3D spatial coordination throughout an AEC project's development. At Brixis, we are committed to delivering on this fundamental promise of BIM, with the ability to now establish project datums according to their IFC definitions. Your DWGs and IFC exports can be geo-referenced to the same locations as any other trade on the project, regardless of whatever other software they may be using. Develop your project scope with the absolute confidence that when it comes time to deliver, your modeling will drop precisely into place as intended. No moving, no rotation, no scaling necessary. This is accomplished by 3 new point definitions in BricsCAD BIM V25. Set survey location now gives you a graphical representation of the same geodetic data previously only available in the geographic location dialog box. Set site location defines a local coordinate as part of the IFC site and gives you the ability to orientate your model away from true north. And set project location provides yet another option to locate your project precisely with X, Y, and Z coordinates and yet another rotation away from true north. But let's be honest, nobody feels comfortable inputting reference coordinates manually, not with so much at stake. That's why the team at Brixis has taken BricsCAD BIM's georeferencing capability one step further. Let project setup be left to your project's BIM leads, and import either the survey location, the site location, or the project location as your asset's WCS origin. Whatever coordinate system, local coordinates, and rotation angle has been agreed upon is conveniently available to you with a single IFC import.
We discussed about bringing data into BricsCAD and sharing the data. Now, what happens during one of those exchanges? One of those exchanges can be due to design changes, which is our second key workflow. We all know that design changes are something that will happen. We cannot avoid it. These changes can be painful and costly, especially to CAD users who are just starting with 3D modeling and exchanging IFC models. Here we want to facilitate quick design iterations. So we enhance the revision process by making the behavior of walls smarter during changes. Cameron, please walk us through.
Of course, there's nothing special about a BIM authoring tool that can model basic building components, like, for example, a wall. But what makes BricsCAD BIM truly special is how it facilitates the often fraught realities of a project development, namely design changes. BricsCAD BIM is both a direct modeling tool and a parametric design platform. This already gives our users the freedom and flexibility to develop their project scope with incredible efficiency. No rigid data structures when time doesn't permit it. Full IFC classification when it comes time to deliver. But we've all had that dreaded experience, a meticulous effort put into the early stages of a project, all seemingly undone with one single design change. That is, until now. Here at Brixis, we understand that design changes are inevitable on an AEC project, and we are continuously putting effort into reducing the risk these present to your team's productivity. In BricsCAD BIM V25, we've made our already smart BIM wall feature even more adaptive and easy to use. Need to reposition a wall or reorientate a partition? No problem. BricsCAD BIM will adapt and provide connections and joints that make sense. Need to adjust the composition of a particular wall type or change the composition at a specific location? The BIM attach composition command gives detailing an easy feel. Limit the amount of time of adjusting details manually and rather update and distribute necessary changes quickly.
Nice overview, Cameron. Now, let's talk about our third key workflow, which is reality capture. This workflow is centered on importing scan data from already existing buildings for use cases like renovation, refurbishment, or extension projects. One of the challenges often discussed is accuracy, and that is time consuming, especially to CAD users starting to do 3D. While we support the typical workflow of modeling by tracing throughout the point cloud, which is the scan data, we also strongly innovate in this area. We aim to offer a smart scan-to-BIM workflow, and this year we are reducing the number of clicks, helping our users reduce time. In V25, we enhance the functionality of BIM interspaces, making a scan-to-BIM functionality that results in usable data. The improved, smart, and simplified workflow will give you a result in just a few clicks, as I mentioned earlier. The first click is to generate solids based on areas that has been detected as rooms, and the second click will substitute solids for actual walls and slabs. These two steps will result in a floor plan. Here's a short demonstration by camera.
If there's one thing we know about digital technologies for the built environment, it's that they have to be precise to be effective. But they also have to be usable before they're adopted. And there's no better example of where this is the case than in reality capture. For BricsCAD BIM V25, the team has again proven that we're committed to making the digital transformation of the AEC industry easy, with another improvement to one of our already smart features. In BricsCAD BIM V25, you'll notice fewer clicks in our scan-to-BIM workflow, and you'll see an improved result in our BIM invert spaces command. The feature now calculates spaces more accurately, with greater nuance, including, for example, inclined ceilings.
And that brings us to the end of the BricsCAD BIM V25 presentation. We are the easiest path for CAD users to deliver and exchange IFC models. And BricsCAD BIM V25 improves the project collaboration using industry standards. It helps modelers reduce the time it takes to make changes and innovates in the reality capture area. Please don't forget to check out our breakout sessions to learn more in depth about these improvements.